Two-state manhunt ends.
Tax increase put to vote in Ewan. I'm Melissa Lambert.
And I'm Hannah Wiegand, and this is your Public Eye News. Two open seats are open on the commission, with 4 candidates running for the City Commission, along with 4 BLP candidates running for the 2 open seats on their board. Jason Schneider, Executive Director for the Marquette Chamber of Commerce, said, quote, "There are seats available both on the Board of Light and Power and Marquette City Commission, and they need attention," end quote. Election day is on November 3rd. Kohl's and Marquette Mountain have teamed up with the UP Health System Marquette Trauma Department and Superior Health Foundation, where Kohl's will be hosting the Kohl's Cares Heads UP on Safety. The free event will take place on Saturday, November 7th at the Marquette Mountain Ski Lodge. Doors open at 9 a.m. and safety presentations begin at 9:30. The first 175 children under 13 will be given a certificate for a free ski and snowboard helmet. The event will provide important safety information for families on snowboard and ski safety. Children will learn proper helmet safety. Since 2004, Kohl's has donated over $234,000 to UP Health Systems Marquette.
Voters in Ewan will decide the fate of renovating the Ewan Trout Creek School District building on November 3rd. The district is asking taxpayers for $4.5 million for new heating systems, a new roof, more energy-efficient lighting, and 2 new school buses. The faculty says that quality of the education will suffer without proper renovations. Superintendent of the ETC School District, Alan Tulpo, said the renovations would impact everyone because it is more than just a school, it is a community center. The average taxpayer would pay about $60 more in property taxes a year, and the increase would last for about 14 years. And the Rural Community College Alliance has appointed a new vice chair of the board of directors. Gogebic Community College President Jim Lawrenson has accepted the position and will serve for 2 years. The RCCA is the national organization that represents rural community, tribal, and technical colleges, providing many services and training opportunities for students. RCCA President and CEO Randy Smith said Lawrenson brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the organization. Lawrenson says he is excited to continue supporting the RCCA in a new way, since it has definitely made an impact on Gogebic.
Lawmakers are fighting on a bill that will create a greater penalty for the production of meth near schools and libraries. House Bill 4769 will add meth to the list of drugs that will receive a higher penalty if found within 1,000 feet of a library or school. Representative Ed McBroom of the 108th District said, quote, "Not only do we take drugs as a serious scourge in our community, but we are particularly valuing the lives of children," end quote. The bill is currently through the House and is on its way to the Senate. McBroom is hoping to see the bill passed before the end of the year. And the family that owns Little Caesars Pizza, Red Wings, and the Detroit Tigers have donated $40 million to Wayne State University to build a new business school. Mike and Marianne Lilich announced on Friday that the gift to build the school near the new Red Wings area district is under development. The donations include $35 million plus land for facility construction and $5 million endowment. The School of Business is set to open in 2018. Wayne State University says it is the largest gift to the university. And after the break, we will have your national and international news. Stay tuned.
Beneath Tennessee's Cumberland Mountains lies one of the world's most magical musical adventures. It's Bluegrass Underground. 3 million years in the making, a natural space and pure acoustics offer music from the heart of the American experience. 333 feet deep in the Volcano Room, it's Bluegrass Underground. This week, join Dave Egger with Amy Lee and Hammerstep. A little bit bluegrass, a little bit underground.
Watch Saturday night at 10:30.
And welcome back. Officials confirmed that a plane's engine caught fire Thursday at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida. At around 12:30 p.m., the pilot of a following aircraft reported a fuel leakage from the plane before it caught fire. Broward County Sheriff's Office spokesman Mike Jackal said emergency officials responded in 2 minutes and the plane was evacuated within 6. 17 of the 101 passengers were taken to Broward Health Medical Center, including a child and a trauma patient. 2 of these people have been treated and discharged as of Thursday evening. And authorities in Waco, Texas are trying to figure out who leaked surveillance video showing the massive biker brawl in Central Texas. The shooting killed 9 people back in May. Don Champion has the story from New York.
Even without sound, the video alone is terrifying. Aired on CNN Thursday, it shows members of the Cossacks Biker Club sitting and having drinks on a patio one moment, the next dodging bullets and running for their lives. Off screen, a fight started with members of the rival gang, the Bandito Crew. In the end, the shootout at the now infamous Twin Peaks restaurant in Waco, Texas, killed 9 people.
Those did not come from Waco Police Department. Those were not released to the media by the district attorney's office either.
The video leaked as a grand jury continues weighing murder charges in the case. 177 bikers were arrested after the shooting and charged with engaging in organized crime. Law enforcement officials have been ordered not to discuss the case.
We are continuing to abide by the gag order, and will continue to do what that judge has asked us to do, which is not speak any further on the Twin Peaks matter.
The Associated Press says it got the video along with other pieces of evidence last month. While it chose not to release the material, the AP says it reviewed thousands of pages of evidence related to the incident and concluded police gunfire hit bikers that day. It's not clear if any of those shots were fatal. Don Champion, CBS News.
New Mexico police officer died Thursday from injuries after he was shot at a traffic stop. Officer Daniel Webster was with the department for almost 9 years. Webster was 47 and served in several capacities, including patrol officer and as a detective. Albuquerque Police Chief Gordon Eden said Webster was, quote, the very best example of a life committed to public service through his service to our country and our community, end quote. The suspect who shot Webster is 34-year-old Devon Lyman. Lyman is in federal custody and has been charged with violating federal firearm laws. And an intense manhunt across 2 states is over after a deadly shootout overnight in Kentucky. State troopers and a U.S. Marshal shot and killed fugitive Floyd Ray Cook in an exchange of gunfire. Adriana Diaz is in Burkesville, Kentucky with more.
He brandished a gun, shots were exchanged, and Cook sustained wounds which ultimately led to his death.
The 62-year-old fugitive was pronounced dead at the scene this morning, ending a week-long manhunt that spanned 2 states and involved close to a dozen agencies. Late last night, Cook approached a woman asking for water. She recognized him and called 911. She's chosen to remain anonymous.
I was clicking my keys to unlock my car, and I thought I saw a shadow in the garage, and I looked at it again and I said, oh my God, oh my God. And my brother said, what is it? I said, it's him, it's him.
Tonight was kind of the scary moment because, we didn't know where he was. And when you're searching in the dark, that's an uneasy feeling.
Police had been frantically searching the Tennessee-Kentucky border looking for Cook after he allegedly shot a police officer on Saturday.
There's a feeling of relief that it is over, that the community's safer now.
Police say it was Cook who opened fire first. No officers were injured during the shootout. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Burkesville, Kentucky.
An Iranian-American businessman was arrested while he was visiting Iran this month, the first U.S. citizen to be detained since the announcement of Iran's international nuclear deal earlier this year. The Wall Street Journal reported that Siamak Namazi was detained while visiting relatives in Tehran, but it is unclear what he has alleged to have done. Reports of the arrest came before a multinational meeting Friday in Austria about making peace in Syria. In a rare diplomatic interaction, U.S. officials reached out to Iranian diplomats and invited them to said meeting. This brings the number of Americans detained or unaccounted for in the Islamic Republic to 5. And stay tuned because after the break, we'll be back with your weather and sports.
There's a lot of romance actually in season 6.
A lot of changes. It's finding love for herself. You're just kind of in charge. There's drama, tears. See how that goes down.
I thought this is extraordinary.
Oh, she's being so naughty.
Oh my!
By the end of the scene, the audience will laugh their heads off. It's such fun to do.
Coming in January to Public TV 13.
Welcome back to Public Eye News. My name's Dane Wormlinger with your local weather. As you can see behind me in the Academic Mall, we're having a bit of a rainy day, and unfortunately it looks like it's going to be carrying over into our Halloween weekend, but don't let that get you down. It looks like we're going to be having some better weather next week. Right now in Marquette, the weather's holding at about 44 degrees with winds south-southwest at about 10 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure holding at 30.03 inches. Looking into tonight, you can expect some rainy skies with a low of 42 degrees and winds south-southwest at about 10 miles per hour. And for your Halloween day tomorrow, it looks like it's going to be a chilly trick-or-treat, so be sure to bundle up with rainy skies and a high of 50 degrees and winds south-southwest at 10 miles per hour. Looking around the UP right now, in Sault Ste. Marie, it's 43 degrees with cloudy skies. In Manistee, it's 46 degrees, as well as in Escanaba. Menominee is holding at 49 degrees. Iron Mountain is at 43 degrees, as well as Ironwood. And up north in Houghton, it's 44 degrees with cloudy skies. Back here in Marquette, it's 44 degrees. Let's take a look at your week ahead. On Sunday, you can expect a high of 56 degrees and a low of 45 degrees and partly cloudy skies. On Monday, a high of 60 degrees, a low of 44 degrees and partly cloudy skies. And on Tuesday, a high of 55 degrees, a low of 46 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Well, Dan, it looks like the weather's getting better, and I heard the Patriots are too.
Oh, they can just keep on getting better. That's a squad of guys that can just put the ball in the hands where it needs to go. Tom Brady slammed the ball after taking a sack, got up, and threw a touchdown pass on the next play to finish off another stellar performance. And even when they look sluggish, Brady and the New England Patriots still dominate. Brady threw for 356 yards and 4 touchdowns, 2 to Julian Edelman, and the Patriots beat the Miami Dolphins 36-7 on Thursday night to become the first of the NFL's 5 unbeaten teams to reach 7 wins. The loss was the first for Miami Dolphins under interim head coach Dan Campbell. The Dolphins scored 82 points and wins over the lowly Titans and Texans in Campbell's first 2 games after replacing Joe Philbin. It could have been an even bigger loss for the Dolphins because 4-time Pro Bowl defensive end Cameron Wake was carted off the field with an Achilles injury. Campbell did not have an update on the extent of the injury. And it was late afternoon at Kauffman Stadium, dimmed by dark clouds on this overcast day in Kansas City, and even his New York Mets teammates wanted no part of 6'6" Noah Syndergaard. David Wright bounded into the batting cage, watched a few fastballs whiz by like pellets fired from a BB gun, and stepped right back out. A chuckling group of Mets marveled at Syndergaard's sizzling cheese the day before the series opener, but now they've placed the heat squarely on their rookie starter. With the National League champs trailing 2-0 in the best-of-7 set, the 23-year-old Thunderbolt, aptly nicknamed Thor, pitches Friday night against Royals right-hander Yolando Ventura. But while Syndergaard certainly brings it, so does Mets ace Matt Harvey and Jacob deGrom. And despite their 95 to 98 mile-per-hour heat, neither one was able to throttle a Royals lineup that's mastered the lost art of consistently making solid contact. And finally, a return to Joe Louis Arena was supposed to solve some issues for the Detroit Red Wings. Instead, they carry on with more questions. The Red Wings take on the visiting Ottawa Senators on Friday night in the first at-home-and-home set between a pair of Atlantic Division teams seeking answers. Detroit opened with 3 wins, but it's stuck in a sloppy 1-4-1 slide. The Red Wings picked up their first win in nearly 2 weeks with a 3-2 victory at Vancouver on Saturday to a close 1-2-1 road trip. But they followed with a middling 3-1 loss to Carolina on Tuesday on home ice. Detroit was happy with its defense against the Hurricanes, allowing just 21 shots, but the offense couldn't manage much despite its 26 chances on net. Puck drops tonight at 7:30 in Detroit. Well, Alyssa, the Wings are once again returning to the Joe tonight, but I hear that something's coming in the air tonight with the return of another legend.
Oh, most definitely, Dan. Phil Collins told Rolling Stone, quote, "The horse is stable and I'm ready to go," unquote. The 64-year-old rock star is back from retirement and planning a new solo album and a comeback tour. Collins is also taking it a little slow since he's recovering from a major back surgery, so he wants a shorter tour.
Think he'll perform Susu Studio?
Oh, definitely. He has to. It's a classic.
Oh, yeah. I just want so many. Oh, all right. Where can I get tickets, and when can I see a bald Phil Collins again?
And that's all the time we have for you today at Public Eye News. Have a safe Halloween and tune in again next week.
The preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television.